So today we are back in Red Dead Redemption 2 and I'm going to show you how to get 3 more gold bars and how to do the high stakes treasure map. Between all of my other gold bar videos, I've shown you guys the locations of 11 other gold bars, so if you haven't seen those already, they will be down in the description, because after this you should now have or had 14 gold bars without doing any glitches or anything like that. As far as I know, you cannot just skip these maps and go straight to the treasure. I'm pretty sure you have to get each individual map and then go to the treasure. At least that's how it is with every other treasure map that I've done. I didn't really test it on this one, so I'm not 100% sure. Okay, so this first part is the hardest part because you've got to find this random treasure map, and it's not as simple as some of the other treasures because you've got to find this random encounter with this old guy who's talking to himself. I found him here just north of Riggs Station and west of the Trapper, kind of northwestish of the Trapper actually, but he can spawn at numerous different locations within this area that I'm grazing over here. I've also seen somebody else say that he spawned over here just north of where I found him, but he can spawn anywhere in this area from Strawberry to Valentine, all the way across the letters on the map of New Hanover. But again, I found him here north of Riggs Station and just northwestish of the Trapper, and this is usually where I see other people find him as well. There's a rumor that you have to be past like chapter 3 to find him, but that's not true. I found him towards the beginning of chapter 2, and I've heard others say the same. When he pops up, he'll be talking to himself about the map. He'll try to hide it. He's not going to give it to you. You'll have to lasso him, kill him, or I think you can also rob him of it. Either way, I don't think there's a way around getting negative honor from getting it from him, because you're stealing the map from him still. So if you lasso him up, just loot him. Don't forget to cut him free. If you kill him, just loot it off of his body. If you rob him, I believe he'll just give it to you. I haven't robbed him, so I'm not exactly sure on that. If I were you, I would just lasso him up. By the way, if you're not sure if you have this treasure map, hit left on your D-pad, go to the very last tab, and you should have one called treasure maps, and just double check real quick and see if you even have high stakes treasure map 1 already. If that treasure map section isn't there, that probably means that you don't have any treasure maps. So that's how you get the first map. I wish I could be more accurate on the locations, but it's pretty random. I believe there's like 10 or so locations that he can spawn at. But anyways, yeah, that's how you get the first map to start the treasure hunt. So if you want to find it for yourself and don't want it spoiled, go ahead and click off of the video now. So the second treasure map can be found here at Cumberland Falls, just east of Wallace Station along the Dakota River and southwest of Valentine, right where my marker is, pretty much right here. Now, when I was playing, this river is freezing cold and killed me, so be careful when you get into this water because it might kill you. I'm not sure if it depends on the time of the game that you're getting it in, but the water was freezing cold for me, so you will freeze to death if you're in there for long. The best way to get in there is by just jumping off this ledge here into the waterfall, or you can take a trail at the bottom of the waterfall. If you'd rather take the trail instead of jumping in, that's the way I'm going to be going out in a second here, so you can see that trail also. But for now, we're just going to jump in here, and then right at the back wall, you should have the ability to search it and find the second map. And if you want to see the trail, that allows you to come in here as well. If you don't want to jump into the waterfall, it's right here. Just walk out the bottom to the left here, and you can get back up onto land. Our last treasure map can be found all the way up here at Barrow Lagoon, just south of the first M in Amberino, and to the east of Lake Isabella, up there pretty much at the very top of the map. Barrow Lagoon is actually a frozen lake. Just head over towards the top of the lake. You will see a giant rock in the middle. Climb up the rock and then head straight towards the trees. You'll see a little tree that fell down, and it's creating a path. Start walking along that fallen tree, the one that is creating a path from the rock that you're on to the next one, and there should be a hole right in the middle of it where the third treasure map will be. Now finally, for the actual treasure. We're here at Fort Wallace. It's not actually right on Fort Wallace, but Fort Wallace is just south of Amberino, north of the Cumberland Forest, and right beside Batches Station or Batches Bridge. And again, it's not actually on Fort Wallace. It's actually in the mountains where the Batches Station letters are, but we're starting out here at Fort Wallace, so I can walk you through this little mountain here, so I can show you exactly where to go for this last piece of treasure, which will give us the 3 gold bars. So you just want to go straight through here, through the middle of the mountain, and head towards the back. This is where it gets a little bit tricky because you have to go up this narrow little pathway, and if you don't do it right, you'll slide off the mountain, or at least slide off of this little thing and almost slide off the mountain. So what you want to do is go to the left of this pathway, crouch down, and hug the wall while you're walking forward. So push your analog stick to the left and forward. You might want to stay crouched for most of this, but once you do that, just keep heading forward, and then just jump down to this next little ledge here, and then look behind you. There will be another ledge you can jump down to. Be careful though, I almost slipped off right there. Then turn around again, jump to this next piece of ledge, and then keep heading forward. It's pretty straightforward in terms of which direction to go to, but just crouch down, go through this little cave piece right here, and then I actually passed the gold bar spot right there. It's right there at the end of the tunnel. There's a hole there. It'll give you the option to search, and then inside of there will be 3 gold bars. Now, if you watched my other videos, you should have or have had 14 gold bars so far at least. And then this is the pathway ahead of me to get out, I'm pretty sure, but I actually jumped for it and slipped off of the mountain and died. It's probably actually the better better way to escape though, because when you respawn you'll still have the gold bars, but you don't have to get out of this little path. But thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully this video helped. If so, leave a like, share it with a friend. See ya.